The Florida sun shimmered on the surface of the enormous SeaWorld pool. Hundreds of families filled the stadium's seats, their voices buzzing with excitement. Children pressed sticky palms against the railings, clutching blue and white dolphin balloons. The star attraction was about to begin, the killer whales performance. Emily, a marine biology student interning at SeaWorld for the summer, stood near the trainer's entrance. She had dreamed of working with orcas since childhood, sketching them in notebooks and watching documentaries late into the night. But something about today's show made her uneasy. The orca, named Titan, the largest male in the park, hadn't been acting normal. He swam in slow, restless circles, his dorsal fin bent, his eyes clouded with agitation. "Ready?" asked Daniel, the senior trainer, as he tightened his wetsuit. He had been performing for 10 years and knew the whales better than most. Still, Emily noticed the faint crease of worry between his eyebrows. The music started, pounding drums and triumphant horns. The crowd roared as Titan leapt into the air, sending a wall of water crashing into the front rows. Children shrieked with joy. Daniel raised his arm, signaling Titan to spin. But instead of obeying, the whale dove deep, his massive body disappearing into the blue. Seconds passed. The audience clapped, assuming it was part of the show. But Emily's stomach tightened. Titan wasn't following the routine. Suddenly, the water erupted. Titan shot upward, smashing against the edge of the pool with terrifying force. The platform trembled. People gasped. Daniel tried to calm the crowd with a smile, but Emily could see his hands trembling. "Something's wrong," she whispered. Daniel dove into the pool, determined to regain control. For a heartbeat, the stadium fell silent, all eyes on the water. Then Titan lunged, circling Daniel with powerful sweeps of his tail. The audience clapped nervously, thinking it was a trick, but Emily knew the difference. She had studied animal stress signals. Titan's movements were too sharp, too unpredictable. "Get out of there!" she shouted. Daniel tried to swim toward the exit platform, but Titan blocked his path, rising in front of him like a black and white wall, his jaws open, displaying rows of sharp teeth. The crowd screamed. Parents shielded their children's eyes. Emily raced to the control booth. She grabbed the microphone. "Ladies and gentlemen, please move calmly toward the exits. This is not part of the show." Her voice trembled, but she forced strength into it. Panic surged through the stands as people scrambled for safety. Back in the pool, Titan thrashed violently, waves slamming against the glass. Daniel clung to the safety bar, struggling to keep his head above water. For a terrifying second, Titan lunged, but then stopped, his massive body hovering inches away. His dark eyes locked with Emily's across the arena. In that moment, she felt it. Not anger, but pain. Titan wasn't attacking for sport. He was suffering. Years of confinement, endless performances, and the loss of his family in the wild had broken something inside him. Emily grabbed the emergency lever, opening the gate that led to the medical pool. Trainers never used it mid-show, but she didn't care. "Come on, boy," she whispered, her voice shaking. "Go." The current shifted as the gate opened. Titan hesitated, then swam through with a final surge, disappearing into the smaller pool. The stadium was left in silence, the air heavy with fear. Daniel was pulled out of the water, coughing and pale, but alive. Emily collapsed beside him, trembling. Security staff rushed to calm the crowd, guiding families outside. Later, as the sun dipped low, Emily sat by the glass wall of the medical pool. Titan floated quietly on the other side, his massive body still. For the first time, she saw the scars along his skin, the dullness in his eyes. They're not meant for this. Not for cages. Not for tricks. Daniel, arm in a sling, joined her. "You're right," he said, voice heavy. "We've been ignoring the truth for too long." That night, news of the incident spread across the country. Videos went viral. The thrashing whale, the terrified crowd, Emily's urgent warning. People debated. Some defended SeaWorld. Others demanded change. But Emily knew what she had seen in Titan's eyes. It wasn't violence. It was a cry for freedom. And for the first time, she promised herself she wouldn't stop until these magnificent creatures were given back the ocean that belonged to them.